Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So, as you can see on my back, if you're able to take a little peek, we got a new weapon on our hands. This is actually, let me find it. There we go. The Nur Buster Gun. So this is Nersilla's weapon. I thought I was going to make another armor set, but to be honest, none of the skills are actually all that helpful for what we have available right now, and we have a lot of new monsters we could actually try hunting, or well, new options to go after and see what their armors might be like. So I just gotta get us outfitted a bit better. There we are. And yeah, so everything else is looking pretty good. So if we talk to Sophia here, the guild marm, wonder what color Najarala is. What strange cries issue from its monstrous maw. Here come the quests. Yeah, we could do Nersilla. I guess I have a couple of quests to clear out of my own here. But we actually have a number of things. Like we have Nersilla, we have Kongalala, we have Zamtrios, we've got Lagombi, we've got Najarala, and we've got Kezu. So I'm trying to think of which one to go for first. I might actually do Lagombi, and then maybe see about Najarala. Just because the Lagombi heavy bowgun will then be useful against Najarala because of the freeze element. Although, I mean, truth be told, element shots in heavy bowgun don't really have the most potency. It's kind of something I wish would kind of change with the series, is make each of the ranged weapons have a special kind of division to it. Light bowguns, those are your elemental ones. They are the best at that and should stick to that and be emphasized a little more to have that power. The heavy bowguns are your raw shots, your normals, your cluster, your pierces, etc. These should be your powerhouses that just do raw out the rear end. That's a rocket, basically. And then bows have inbuilt statuses, so blast, paralysis, poison, sleep. You don't need coatings for. Just bows can naturally have those. I think it just helped to, like, diversify what's really available and what's just helpful to have out on hunting as parties and that. Like, it's weird that you can let the melee weapons, like the sword and shield, longsword, hunting horn, lance, they can get statuses built into the weapons, but the bow doesn't. It's just really weird to me. So that's something I would kind of like to see changed. Not that I think we will. And let me bring my mouse over, so that way it's actually where it should be, because we'll need the target cam. Yeah, so, just might as well do the cinematic. It has been a little while since I have recorded Monster Hunter, just because I've had a lot of stuff I've been doing in the meantime as well. But it's good to always be back into the series, hopping in for some new hunts. Yeah, so, snow with occasional Lagombi. Then we're back to the Frozen Seaway. I don't think this hunt is really going to take too long at all. Like, Lagombi is usually a pretty easy monster to deal with. Although, one thing I'm surprised at is, I thought the Nersilla heavy bowgun might get... I mean, it is actually a very sleek and skinny design for it, which is nice. It is big as a sniper rifle in a way. But I thought it would have had, like, crouching fire for pierce shots. Now we just gotta go find the snow bunny. My guess is Area 3. I feel like with the slopes there, that's the best spot it'd probably be able to find it at. Well, you guys are moving out of the way, so it's definitely somewhere nearby. Whenever you see, like, the herbivores running off like that, or kind of skittish, you know the monster is in an adjacent zone. It was a nice detail to have for Monster Hunter back in the days where it was the load screens, but between areas. Excuse me. Oh. Yep, the big slalom course is exactly where you'd find them. Little snowball. Not so little snowball. Now, do you think he set that up just to make it like a cool entrance? There's Lagombi. Okay, get the target cam active, and let's fight. Like, do you think Lagombi purposefully threw the snowball down just to make that cool little entrance to, like, break through for us? Ow. Gotta be careful, because there's a bit of reload on this guy. And then a little roll forward. Actually, you know what? It might be better to go with normal 2, so that we can get more damage off on the head. I say, if I can actually hit the head. There we go. Yeah, I actually might be able to use Lagombi's armor set for something if it does have, like, the evade distance skill in it. And we made him mad. Oh. Interesting kind of sound effects for the heavy bowgun, too. That's something that isn't always, like, noticed about some of the weapons, is that for light bowguns and heavy bowguns, they all, I think, get close to unique sound effects for when they fire and are used. Like, a prime example was from 3 Ultimate, where we had the honky tonk bowgun for Kurapeko. And for for Nersilla's here, we have almost like kind of insect-like shot. Like, it's weird to describe. Almost reminds me like an anime sound, like the phew, phew it does. If you'll stop, I can demonstrate. Thank you. Like, doesn't it almost sound like one of those anime sound effects when somebody's shooting or slicing with a sword? Nope, wasn't able to dodge through him. So he did get his butt down on us. But after we beat Lagombi, that will open up, I believe, his heavy bowgun. And we'll see what it has. Because it's going to be a very familiar weapon because of our time we spent in 3 Ultimate. But if it does give us better pierce accessibility and the freezing shots, it would be potent for going after Nersilla with. Oh. I wonder if this generation is going to be the one that's going to have a lot of, like, tremors and wind effects that are going to, like, lock you up in that. That's the one thing that Monster Hunter can be bad with, is how many times it, like, stuns you or locks you into animations you can't, like, get input with. Oh, that's right, I should also try to, get the mounts off on him. Huh. Oh, well, he's actually... Now, don't ask me how he gets so much momentum skidding uphill. Lagombi just says screw physics and screw gravity. That's like when he'll sometimes roll snowballs, they'll roll uphill. I know NCH... Is it NCH Productions or something like that? Did a great little skit using Lagombi. And the physics-breaking snowballs he can roll out. Oh! Actually, there are a few Zamites in the air. There are Zamites up here? I guess like, well, I guess because Zamtrios can burrow, maybe they can too. I thought this would be a little high up to see like a Zamtrios in. Oh, are you limping? Yeah, you are. Okay. You know what, let me get a carve off on the Zamite here. And you know what, I guess I should help Runa out there. Out of the snowball, kitty. There you go. Let's go. Okay, there's Lagombi. Ah, shoot. Just missed. Bud. Shooting you in the butt. We're back here. Turn around. There you go. I think you're too far to be able to get with a mounting attack. Oh, just a bit shy. Yeah, there are Zamites all the way up here. I guess they just are good burrowers or something. And let's go for Pierce 1. There we go. Didn't take too long at all to deal with Lagombi. Actually, if we do open up the heavy bowgun, maybe I'll even go on a second hunt after him. Just because I do want to start expanding both weapon and look a bit. Like, unless you guys have requests to see another light bowgun or bow or something else, I might just stick with the heavy bowgun right through. But armor-wise, I want to try to see what will kind of like be a good progression for the weapon. I know Baroth does give us some interesting armor if we trade in for the materials. Dang, Zamites are actually tough little things, aren't they? But if I were to trade in, I think it's Gypsros materials, I'll get Baroth, and then that would give us an armor set that has defense, attack, and precision. Good things to have for, like, gunners as a start, or bow gunners as a starting set. But I think I'd like to try to get more of an evasive set like I was having for 3 Ultimate. Because heavy bowgun really does need either some better evasion or just evade distance. And Lagombi might be the armor set that'll give us that. Snag all that. Got a nice haul for that. First Lagombi hunted. Fatal Flurry added to the gallery. And then we'll take a look at the weapon, armor, see what we're going to do with it. I don't want to end an episode too early, but on the same token, it would be kind of nice to actually be able to have a smaller video to upload. So that way it goes a bit faster with everything else I'm doing. But let's just take a look and see. There it is. Yeah, I think I'd actually be looking to get Lagombis. That evade distance this early in be very helpful. And I think... Huh. Like I can... Ooh, that's right. Gravios does get a bit of a metal-looking heavy bowgun. I forgot about that. But it doesn't... Unless maybe the Power Stinger has an upgrade to go to Lagombis. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, then unfortunately... I guess scraps are only from the monsterhunter, so it's kind of like something I will have to keep working at. But how are we doing time-wise? You know what? It didn't take that long... I am debating. You know what? I think I'll just restock, and then next episode we'll just go after Najarala. But I'll farm on my own time to get the armor set first for it. Because Najarala is a monster that has some interesting little quirks to it, and I think evade distance would help us out for some of the stuff that, like, we do get into when you fight Najarala. So it is a little bit of a shorter video, I do apologize on that, but it did showcase the monster. We got to preview the armor a little bit. You know what, let's go a little longer. I would have sworn that we would have gotten the heavy bowgun, but that's one thing about the 4th gen, was that it took the... Like, back in Monster Hunter 3 and 3 Ultimate, for the most part, you had to build every single light bowgun and every single heavy bowgun. You could upgrade along the paths as well, but for the most part, they were pretty accessible in trying to branch out into them. I think it was 4th generation, not so much. You definitely had to know the weapon trees for where certain things would be hidden into. Kind of annoying, in my opinion, and that's where I like how World gave the more, like, generalized, this is how and where everything is compared... Oh, wow, I don't actually get more, I thought I'd get more defense to this than I would on Tetsukabra stuff, but no, you don't. So, actually... Evade distance is nice, but that's the only thing to it, so maybe I actually will just go for Najarala next episode without farming. I didn't realize that this set was actually going to be, like, as helpful as it is. I mean, I don't actually get the reload speed, so that's... Huh. Can I make a reload speed decoration? Let's check that right now, because this isn't actually as strong as I thought it'd be. Okay, well, here's some of the stuff, but yeah, so... I'm thinking it would be worth it to go for Lagombi, actually, because we're not actually getting that much utility out of this set. So I guess I'll be doing that in my spare time. Thank you guys, though, for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to let me know in the comments right down below. Next episode will be Najarala, and then we'll see what goes forward from there. But thank you guys very much for watching, as always. Until I do catch you in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.